On the news tonight, Governor Soludo visits Sir Emeka Offor's multi-million-dollar stored project in Lagos. Governor Soludo to hold town hall meeting with Indianambra living in Abuja. Nigeria's inflation hits 22.79%. Extreme heat hits Europe, Southwest, US, China. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening. Welcome to the evening news right here on ABS Television. I am Priska Wanko. Governor Chukwuma Soludo took time out from his very busy schedules to pay a facilitative visit to Sir Emeka Offor's multi-million-dollar abandoned oil and gas equipment fabrications company, Catech Engineering Limited, located at Elias Land, Snake Island, Lagos. Governor Soludo was officially conducted around the expansive land where the company is located by Sir Emeka, the chairman of the company, and Mr. Mike Simpson, director, Mr. Tochukwu Odukwe, group director. The governor was shown some of the pathetic sides of the multi-million-dollar equipment and machineries which have been purchased and put in place for years, but are currently laying fallow and unutilized. Catech Engineering Limited was established by Sir Emeka to play a pivotal role in the development of the oil and gas sector of the Nigerian economy via fabrications, pipeline laying and installation, and jackets for offshore platforms. The company came into existence in 2010 and officially stopped work in 2015. To date, due to government-forced maneuvers. To breathe fresh life into the company, it required the intervention of governments, both at the federal and state levels, to save the massive investments already made, as well as the massive equipment and machineries decaying away in the expansive land where the company is located. Governor Soludo commended the patriotic investments and entrepreneurship zeal demonstrated by the chairman in establishing the company, while regretting the abandonment and rot of the massive equipment and machineries which need immediate intervention. The governor was accompanied on the trip by the majority leader of the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Ikenna Ofodeme, Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Barrister Anthony Ifanya, Commissioner for Industry, Mr. Christian Udechukwu, MD and CPER, Mr. Mark Okoye, and Barrister Leo Chibuka, Lagos Liaison Officer. Other personalities of the visit include Senator Ibrahim Hadija from Jigawa State, Honorable Chudi Afodile, Chief Oke Nwosu, Professor Adesoji Adeshuba, Mr. Oliver Alaoba, GMD of UBA, and several others. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, will exchange views with a cross-section of Indianambra in a town hall meeting in the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja on Thursday, July 20th by 6 p.m. This is contained in a release signed by the State Information Commissioner, Sir Paul Nwosu. According to the release, the town hall meeting, which is by invitation, will be chaired by Sir Emeka Offor, and the event will hold at Bolton White Event Center, 31 Kigama Street, Wuse Zone 7, Abuja. The release stated the guests are expected to be seated by 5:30 p.m. Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has assured thorough and timely probing into a manhandling incident which was said to have happened in Umudunu village, Abagana, in Jikoka local government area. In an amateur footage which has now gone viral on social media, a middle-aged woman was seen assaulting another unclothed, aged and ailing woman said to be her mother in the guise of cleaning her up. Reacting to the incident, which she described as inhumane and cruel, Mrs. Soludo promised to follow up on the case and to ensure that justice is fully served. The governor's wife was stating that Anambra State, under the watch of her husband, will remain zero tolerance to domestic violence and abuses, especially when they involve women, stressed that the law will not hesitate in dealing with anyone found culpable. Mrs. Soludo further appealed to residents of the state to always open up about cases of abuses and similar events happening around them, as one incident not reported could continue and lead to more serious outcome. She assured that thorough probe would be carried out in order to ascertain every detail of the incident, with the aged victim already taken away from the custody of her daughter. The alleged manhandler has now been arrested through a combined effort of the Anambra State Ministry of Women and Social Welfare and the Nigeria Police Force. The Archbishop, Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, says good character, morals and lifestyle are the necessary virtues to live a successful life. Most Reverend Ibezim is also the Bishop of Awka Anglican Diocese. Stated this at Paul University Secondary School, Nibo Nise, during the valedictory service and prize-giving ceremony for the 2023 class of the school. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has the details.
Event also featured awards presented to personalities who contributed to the growth of the school. Archbishop Ibezim, who doubles as the proprietor of the school, said that huge resources have been invested by the parents and the church to ensure that the students acquire these virtues and the best education so as to have a brighter future and become self-reliant. He therefore asked the graduating students to uphold all the teachings and morals instilled in them so as to be successful in life.
Much has been invested in you, so it is time for you to show that you are not careless, you are not prodigal.
In her speech, Anambra State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, represented by Mr. Ambrose Ihumelo, commended the management and staff of the school for providing a serene vicinity which paved way for conducive teaching and learning, and testified that indeed they groomed and molded the students into better members of the society. Professor Chumude urged the graduates to be ambassadors of the school by eschewing all social vices and building on the foundations set for them by the school.
Teacher grooms the people, he molds the character. Even the economy is the teacher that does it. So we thank the teachers, the students that are graduating today. Let the temple move more than as you expected. Keep it up.
Addressing the students, the chairman, Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC, Anambra State, Professor Nkechi Ikedugu, who is also the chairman, Niger Provincial and Awka Diocesan Education Board, said that training a child in a mission school is a good idea, as they will be instilled with strong morals and other religious virtues that will make them better members of the society. In an address of welcome, the principal of the school, Reverend Canon Joseph Onyibo, who said, as a mission school, they do not joke with academics, spiritual and moral life, urged the outgoing students to hold on to Jesus Christ and all the positive values inculcated in them.
Not allow the negative part of the world to influence them, but let them go out and be a light to others.
In a paper presentation on life after school, a former principal of the school, Venerable Efani Ume, encouraged them to discover a skill to engage in while seeking further education, stating that vocational studies will add to their life and will keep them busy all through life. Gift presentation to the students by Most Reverend Ibezim and awards to some individuals who contributed to the growth of the school by the President Women's Ministry, Awka Diocese, Mrs. Martha Ibezim, and other displays were the highlights of the ceremony. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo says his administration will continue to promote human capital development, especially as it concerns education. Governor Soludo stated this at Oyi Local Government Headquarters in Teje during the grand finale of the first edition of Oyi Local Government Area School Debate organized for both primary and secondary schools in the council area. Ngozi Obileri, our correspondent, takes the story from here.
Those that attended the event were pupils, students, principals, proprietors of schools that qualified from the first to the last phase of the debate, as well as government functionaries, staff of Oyi Council Area, presidents general of communities in Oyi Council Area, parents, friends, and well-wishers. Addressing the gathering, Governor Soludo, represented by his Chief of Protocol and Deputy Chief of Staff, Mr. Chinedu Nwoye, said he will continue to support anything that will promote quality education in the state, and commended the chairman of the council, Mr. Emmanuel Nweke, for organizing the debate and for his efforts in bringing back the lost values of Ndigbo. He noted the importance of the debate, appreciating the performance of the school children, especially the primary school pupils, whom he acknowledged performed very well, and said there is need to replicate the debate in all council areas, zonal, and finally at the state level.
What we saw here need to be replicated, where we have schools come to compete do debates. It will go beyond debates. We need to do more. We need to.
In his speech, the member representing Oyi constituency at the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Innocent Ojike, expressed happiness with the performance of the school children and said he will take back the experience to the floor of the House, where he will move a motion that will make it mandatory for the debate to be holding in all council areas across the state to boost quality of education in the state.
Before the children can participate in competition, they also need our support. So what I'm trying to say is that we the parents, we the lawmakers have to unite to support our children to participate in competition.
The Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, represented by Mrs. Theresa Ibebu, who said that debate is part of extracurricular experience that helps in boosting the intellectual capability of students, extolled the move by Mr. Emmanuel Nweke to instill the need for good moral values in children, especially in the area of clean environment. In a keynote speech, the traditional ruler for Kuzu community, Professor Charles Anikweze, who spoke on the topic, every student for academic success, said the modern philosophy of evaluation based on democratic values and universalization of education recognizes the influence of environmental variables on learning and the responsibility of teacher to help as many learners as possible to gain from instruction. The Transition Committee Chairman for Oyi Council leader, Mr. Nweke, said the theme of the debate, Reinventing Our Past, Shaping Our Future, was aimed at focusing the minds of the children on the need for environmental cleanliness as envisioned by Governor Soludo, so as to sustain the message of cleanliness by getting the children involved, even as he commended the governor for all he is doing in the state, pledging the support of Ndioyi to his administration. Good Foundation Primary School Omonia took the first position at the primary category, while Mount Olive Secondary School Omonia won the trophy at the secondary school level, becoming the champions of this year's Oyi Local Government School Debate that kicked off with 48 participating schools. From Oyi Council Secretariat in Teje, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
Still on the news tonight, Nigeria inflation hits 22.79%. Extreme heat hits Europe, Southwest, US, China. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And the news returns after now. Stay tuned.
House refreshment is goodness to go round. Introducing the Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment, which contains fresh cow milk. Enjoy Full House goodness filled with essential vitamin and minerals. Peak, reach for your peak.
Enjoy sports made for you. Recipes made for you. Entertainment made for you. Learning made for you. Enjoy YouTube made for you. Get amazing video data bundle offers on your mobile phone by simply dialing *312# today. YouTube made for you.
You're welcome back to the news. Nigeria's headline inflation rate accelerated for the 6th consecutive time to 22.79% in June 2023, according to data by the National Bureau of Statistics released on Monday. The inflation rate in Africa's biggest economy rose to a new 17-year high of 22.79% in June 2023 from 22.41% in the previous month. Food and non-alcoholic beverages led the list of items that contributed to the rise in inflation figure. The World Bank had projected that the removal of fuel subsidy would contribute to the country's increasing inflation. The Anglican Bishop of Agwata Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Ezofo, has expressed the fact that the majority of Christians are not adhering to the teachings of Christ. In a sermon at St. Augustine's Parish, Ajali, in Orumba North Local Government Area, during a service of confirmation and admission into Girls Guild, Women and Christian Men's Fellowship for all the parishes under the Ajali Archdeaconry, Bishop Ezofo was described as dangerous, working for God without knowing Jesus Christ, charged the faithful to be upright and just in their service to God. Bishop Ezofo maintained that ministers of God and Christians should always live a Christ-like life in order to win more souls for God. He cautioned Christians against amalgamating their faith with idolatry and reminded parents of the need to lead their children aright by bringing them closer to their Creator. Right Reverend Ezofo was also the national chairman of the Evangelical Fellowship in the Anglican Communion, EFAC Nigeria, charged all those that were admitted into the Christian Men's Fellowship and Women's Guild not to see it as an ordinary ceremony, reminding them that it is a serious commitment to the service of God. Bishop Ezofo maintained that salvation only comes through faith in Jesus Christ, charged the children of God to remain steadfast in their service to God to receive his abundant blessings and mercies. The Anglican Bishop of Agota Diocese urged community leaders to take full control of the areas given to them to oversee by God by abolishing idolatry in addition to ending all forms of practices that negate the development of the various areas. In a remark, the Archdeacon of Ajali Archdeaconry, Venerable Mwachineke Ikweme, called for a serious synergy between the clergy and laity for effective evangelism. He cautioned youths against having undue quest to materialism. This service, which was facilitated by the Vicar of St. Margaret's Parish in Dikeliong, Venerable Chukwudi Osondo, was attended by the President of Agwata Diocesan Women's Ministry, Mrs. Chinyere Ezofo, and featured a series of prayers for those in leadership positions, the Nigerian nation, Anambra State, as well as anthem by the choir. Much of southern Europe is experiencing extreme heat with warnings that local records could be broken in Italy, Greece, Turkey, and the Balkans. The temperature could reach 47 centigrade in Sardinia this week. Italian media report the hottest temperature ever recorded in Europe was 28.8 C in Sicily in August 2021. Italian authorities have issued red alerts for 16 cities, while a wildfire on the Canary island of La Palma has forced the evacuation of 4,000 people. China has also been experiencing heat. Extremes and provisionally recorded its highest temperature ever of 52.2 C in Xinjiang in the northwest yesterday, the Met Office said. In the U.S., a heat dome over the southwest has left millions of people under extreme heat warnings, with forecasters saying that temperature records are likely to be broken. Ethiopia will meet the Super Falcons of Nigeria in the second round of the qualifiers for the 2024 Olympic Games. The warrior leaders defeated Chad 10-0 on aggregate in the first round. The Ethiopians won the first leg 6-0 on the road. They completed the road by defeating their opponents 4-0 at home. Senav Wakuma netted a brace for the host, while Loza Abera and Sirius Lenas scored the other goals. The encounter between Ethiopia and Nigeria will hold between October 23 to 31, 2023. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS in many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe at our YouTube channel at ABS Television, or follow on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now to end the news, a recap of the main points. Governor Soludo has visited Sir Emeka Ford's multi-million-dollar stalled project in Lagos. Governor Soludo is to hold a town hall meeting with Indianambra living in Abuja. Nigeria's inflation hits 22.79%. Extreme heat has hit Europe, Southwest U.S., China. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the evening news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Wanko. Good evening and have a wonderful night rest.